Hello, blessed parents of the Lord. Welcome to Godly Parenting channel. In today's teaching, we shall be talking on how to teach your toddlers Bible verses. Yes. Joshua chapter 1 verse 8 tells us that this book of the Lord shall not depart out of our mouth, that we shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything that is written in it. Then you will be prosperous and have good success. Our toddlers are not exempted from studying the Word of God, from knowing the Word of God, memorizing the Word of God, because they are also God's children. So today we shall be employing 3 different ways parents can use to teach their toddlers how to read the Bible, how to memorize the Bible, or how to teach their toddlers these Bible verses. Number 1, use a song method. As a parent, creativity is one talent or gift you develop alongside raising children, especially when they are of toddler stage. Let us take, for example, Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You may not know anything about music. Try to always compose anything as song because it helps them to remember. Philippians 4 verse 13, if I'm to teach a toddler, you tell the toddler Philippians 4:13, the toddler, he or she repeats after you, and you go by singing with a song. I can do all things, all things, all things. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. This is how creativity comes in as parents. Remember, you are your child's teacher. Today, you might be your child's music teacher, even though you don't know anything about music. So you compose a song to be able to teach the toddler this Bible verse. And for you as parents, you may need to record it so that you practice it alongside with them, because your ability to learn and sing alongside with them is a motivating factor for them. Number 2, break or divide the Bible verse into parts and pick the one you want. Pick the one you want them to learn for their age as toddlers. For example, I'll pick Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2, and it says, children, honor your fathers and mothers, for this is the first commandment with a promise. So if I'm to teach a toddler, I'll cut off the first part. The first part is, I'll cut off the second part. The first part is, honor your father and your mother. Full stop. That's the part A of it. The part B of it is, which is the first commandment with a promise. I would like to cut it off because it can be too long for them to memorize as Bible verse. I like to cut it off and teach them just the A part of it. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2a says, children, honor your father and your mother. Full stop. That is what I can teach a toddler. Yeah, I am not saying that there are no toddlers who can memorize such scriptures, but to help them learn as many Bible verses as they can, try to keep it short. Another one can be, let's say, Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. You look for Bible scriptures and look for how you can summarize the verses, to teach them. Joshua 1 verse 9 says, have I not commanded you, be strong, be bold, be strong. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So if I'm to teach a toddler, I will compose it this way. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. They repeat after me. I tell them, be bold, be strong, do not be afraid. That is basically what verse 9, Joshua 1 verse 9 is talking about. You summarize it and tell them what to say, and you learn it alongside with them. So that is it. Number 3, recite the verse of the Bible for them during their bedtime or their story time routine at night, and ask them to repeat after you. this is something you do with fun during their bedtime, or maybe is you would like to do it during the morning hours, whenever that is convenient for you, or during your quiet time with them, whenever that is convenient for you as a parent. Ask them to repeat after you. Do it continually. You can choose a Bible verse for the week. You can choose for the month, depending on your consistency or practice with them. You choose the plan on how you want the kids to learn the Bible verse and your availability to teach them. You just choose what works for you. And I will advise you feed them with these Bible stories or Bible verses at night, because most times what they take in before bedtime is what their spirits tend to meditate on, even as adults. Yeah, so try to teach them these Bible verses by making them recite it over and over again. Sometimes casually they might just be having their dinner, or maybe they are playing. You just come run into them. You just tell them, what again did Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2 is? What did he say again? They may say it, and when they don't say it, you can repeat. You can say what Ephesians chapter 6 verse 2 says. You just casually, they run into you in the kitchen, you just play with them. You are driving with them in your vehicle, you're playing with them in the courtyard. You just, because you know it as parents, as the parent, it motivates them to learn it. Sometimes they see that you can learn it, you know all of it. You can encourage them, oh, if I can do it, you can learn it too. So this reciting the Bible verse for the children and allowing them to repeat after you is a fun way the toddlers can learn Bible verse. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more teachings on how to raise godly toddlers. Thank you.